Hi there and welcome back to Toni's Garage. This is the last part of that very cool unboxing of Spark models, and I'm very excited because needed to have a sip of coffee because we are going to unbox some very cool looking models in this clip. And we will begin with a very small model car from 1/43 scale. And when I say small model car, I want to say actually motorbike, because this is the only motorbike that I have in my collection at this moment, made by Spark. So extreme details on a very small scale, because this is a very cool looking Honda RC 2014 S from Spark. It is covered in carbon fiber paint, or I think it's black. It's naked carbon fiber because it's all black and with very cool details. And as you can see, it has some awesome details on it. If you are going to pay close attention, you are going to see those brake details. It is not extremely fixed on the stand, that's why it's moving a little, but it stays quite well. So this is very cool. Awesome details on it. You are able to steer the wheel a little. It seems like unfortunately it seems like it is a little bit broken. I think that in the transportation the handle broke, so I need to fix it. But fortunately it doesn't look like a big issue, so I will try and fix it after filming this clip. That being said, it has absolutely fantastic details. I love those carbon fiber details on it. I love that exhaust pipe. You'll also are able to see the chain on the back wheel. So fantastic details on the Spark, on this model car, on this motorbike. I'm so used with model cars that it's hard for me to say otherwise, even if this is a motorbike. Quite sad to see that it is broken, but hopefully I will manage to fix it without many issues. Okay. Awesome looking BMW or BMW. This is the 3-liter CSL turbo from the 6 Hour of Silverstone from '76. So a vintage racing BMW, a very wide one with a very cool looking BMW specific livery, as you will see in a moment. So these are the colors specific to BMW racing cars, sponsored by Goodyear. You'll also see Goodyear in front and on the back wing. Very wide body, as you can see. Awesome rims. I really like that difference between the front wheels and the back ones. The ones have some blue rims that are very cool. Great details on the inside. You are able to see only the driver's seat, but very detailed one. And since you have no windows, you have no windows, you are able to see inside without a problem. You'll have the fire extinguisher on the passenger seat, roll cage. Very detailed model car. Limited edition of 600 pieces. This is the number 51 from that limited edition, and an absolute beauty. So let me put it back so we can continue with a Lamborghini, because we need to have a Lamborghini. And since we are discussing about Spark models, this will be a racing Lamborghini. So from FIA GT1 World Cup from 2010, this is a very cool looking Lamborghini Murciélago RSV GT1 in a very cool black paint livery. As you've seen in my previous clips, Murciélago and black paint go quite well together, and this is another fine example of that. So very cool white and black livery specific to black paint that goes awesome on this Lamborghini. Great details, very aggressive front, very detailed back. I love those exhaust pipes. That grille on the engine is awesome. You are able to see some small details on the engine due to those small plexiglass spots on the engine cover. Nice interior, very sporty one and very detailed, but unfortunately since we have some very small windows, you are not able to see them with ease. Michelin tires, great details. So I'm a big fan of this Lamborghini. Let's hope that next year Lamborghini will do a good job at Le Mans. I would really love to see some results from their side at that awesome race. Let's go to the Nurburgring to see my favorite car from the Nurburgring competition. The car that I used to drive a lot in the Gran Turismo game, in the exact same color configuration, and this was actually the reason why I bought this model car. This is the BMW M6 GT3 from 24 hours of Nurburgring from 2019 with that PlayStation livery. So, and PlayStation and Gran Turismo, of course. So, of course, you are going to see that in the Gran Turismo game. But this is actually a pretty cool car. I really like to use it in the game, and I really like the design of it. Advine Yokohama tires, very cool looking ones. Absolutely fantastic looking PlayStation livery. Great details on the inside, white roll cage with only one seat, but very detailed dashboard. Absolutely awesome details, brake rims, brake calipers, those specific yellow headlights that you are seeing very often at the Nürburgring cars. So awesome looking model. Limited edition of 300 pieces. This is the number 171. And we will continue with the limited edition of 300 pieces, being the number 203. This is a very cool looking Lamborghini Huracan GT3 from 24 Hours of Spa from 2016. I really like this very colorful livery of this Lamborghini, yellow with lots and lots of color. From IRC Bratislava. This is a fantastic looking model car, very aggressive one, of course specific to Huracan. And since it's 2016, you can see that it has a more docile, if I can say that, front compared with the Evo version of the Huracan that started in 2018 or 19, and that I showed to you in the previous clips. I don't know if I have, no, I don't have any in this clip, but I've shown plenty of them in the previous two clips, so check them out. Cool. Formula 1 car, McLaren, that took the third place in the Brazilian Grand Prix in 2019, and this was the race that made me like Carlos Sainz a lot, because in that race Carlos Sainz managed to cover a lot of places. He started in the back of the grill, and he managed to get a podium, something very cool in this awesome looking McLaren. Now he drives at Ferrari. I'm usually not a Ferrari fan, but since he moved to Ferrari, I started to pay close attention to it, and actually I got a Ferrari driven by him in my collection. That being said, specific McLaren livery, orange with some blue on it. It had a Renault engine, very cool Pirelli P0 tires, very detailed model car with Husky chocolate sponsor on it, and Dell Technologies, of course, Carlos Sainz Jr. as the driver. We also have, no, I don't have, but I also have in the collection some cars driven by his father, that he is a rally legend, but this time we are discussing about the junior. Third place of Brazilian Grand Prix in 2019, as you can see on the stand. Awesome details, very long car, and you need to put the plexiglass with care in order not to break it. That being said, this one looks absolutely great. Good. Let's move to Dakar. Bigger box, Mercedes-Benz, winner of Dakar, this G-Class. So not the G-Class that you are going to see every day. Quite hard to show to you a white car with such a big light in the room. But hey, I will give it a shot. Very cool details on this SUV. Well, specific to Dakar, you needed to have a very strong car and very high on the ground. So this old SUV driven by Jacky Icks. Jacky Icks, a legend in the motorhome. Texaco sponsorship, absolutely fantastic details, absolutely great looking model car. One of those old generations of G-Wagons that look impressive at this day as well. So Mercedes-Benz 280 JA, number 142, winner Paris-Dakar in 1983. I was not even born on that in that time. Now, a Lola, maybe one of the most beautiful Lola cars that I've seen until now. The Lola T70 Mark III that took the second place at Daytona in 69. 66 and 69, I think that they are my favorite years when it comes to automotive industry. And this very beautiful Lola has a fantastic design. Look at it, it looks absolutely fantastic in this dark blue. Great details, you are able to see that V8 in the back, that looks absolutely gorgeous. Fantastic looking front headlights. You'll have the spare wheel available to you here in the back that you can see with ease. Goodyear tires, very detailed and very cool looking rims. Awesome interior that you are able to see without a problem. Absolutely fantastic looking car. I think that after the Furai that I presented to you, I think 2 or 3 clips ago, this Lola might be my second favorite car from Spark. Don't know why, but the design of this model car is just something that I really like. It is awesome looking model car. Great. we'll have a strange car from Yamaha. And when I say Yamaha, usually you are expecting to see a motorbike, but in this case we will have a car, because they try the concept that should beat the speed record. This is the Yamaha OX 9911 presentation from 1992. It only had one seat and it was in the middle of the car. And from what I've heard, this was an absolute beast. As you can see it right here, very strange design. If I'm showing it to you from the front, you will see that only one passenger can sit in the car. But very, very interesting design on this piece of machinery. Awesome details, being a Spark of course. Brake calipers, brake discs, you'll have all the details in here. You are able to see from this hole from one side to the other, so great details from Spark. Awesome seat wheel with racing seat belt, great details, great dashboard, great interior. Absolutely fantastic details on this car. It is easy for me to present model cars from Spark because all I need to say is awesome, and that's it. Quite rarely I will manage to find something that I don't like at a Spark model. Two more models left. First one is the first winner of Le Mans. So if you are familiar with Le Mans, but you don't know how a racing car from 100 years ago looked like, well, it looked like this. So quite a primitive design, something that you will not expect to see on a racing car, but something that made me really like the racing car from this generation. Chenard and Walcker, I hope, I don't know. A car that won Le Mans in 23 with this number 9 car. The number 10 also took second place. After that, Bentley won Le Mans, and I think that this brand also won it one more time. But after that, I started hearing from it. Cool rims, I really like those rims, but I do not like them, especially in this blue. Awesome details, you are able to see the pedals, you are able to see the gear shift, that very clean dashboard and the steering wheel. Very nice details, also sits on the back, the horn right here on the side, because 1923, 100 years ago. Fantastic details on this model car, I really like it. Cool. And now let's see the last one. The last one we need to take a little more time to open it, because it is a record car, a Mercedes-Benz T80 record car from 1949, a special box, first layer, huge Spark mentioned on the second layer, and let's get it out. It is nice, and let's see how can we get it out from here, because Spark made sure it is almost bulletproof. This is how well they packed it, so we need to get this out as well. And from here, okay, I will remove the plexiglass first with the Spark on it, and then let's get out this beast that it is absolutely huge. So from 1949, Mercedes-Benz T80 record car. This is the beast, a rocket on wheels. It had 6 wheels. Very interesting design, huge car. I don't know, let me compare it with the G-Wagon. You know that a G-Wagon is a big car, right? So this is a G-Wagon, and this is the Mercedes, that record car. So it is almost twice the size. Closer to the ground, of course, because it needed to reach higher speeds, but twice the size. Absolutely huge car in a very kind of this gray looks like something from a stone. It looks very like a color from the nature. Very cool details on this model car. Quite an awesome piece of design. And as you saw earlier, very cool packaging from Spark. And with this, I think it is one of the best cars we can close this very cool unboxing from Spark models. Unfortunately for you, the next box will have only premium models. So we are discussing about Luxmart, BBR, MR models, front yard, lots and lots of goodies. So unfortunately for you, you will want to check it out as well. Thank you for watching. Cheers.